Okay, so I'm going to try to take a minute to explain this to you all. It's a very simple concept. This is the stock market. This is precious metals. Green means going up. Green means going up. Red means going down. All we see here is green. Precious metals and the stock market have an inverse relationship because when stocks are going up, people sell metal to buy stocks. When metal is going up, it's usually because stock market is going down. So why do we see green on both sides of the screen? Okay, if you're following the news carefully, then you might know the answer to this. So a very high, I don't have the percentage in my hand right now, but a very high percentage of the, I can look for it. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to get you the exact number. Okay, percentage of the stock market that is tech, including Bitcoin and other coins, because Bitcoin, other coins are tech. So this is just tech. Tech is 38%. Okay, I guess with Bitcoin, it's 47%. So it was 38. So I guess like 10% of the stock market is related to, it's high, man. It's very high. Almost half of this left side is Bitcoin, other coins, and tech. Half, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So why, if the economy is doing so bad, I mean, I understand the layoff parts. People lay the economy when the economy gets bad, companies lay off people so that their stock doesn't fall because one of the highest portions of a stock is labor. So if you get rid of labor, then your stock is going to go will stabilize by firing people. Your stock prices will stabilize. So that's the first thing that happens in a down environment. Okay, so that's been going on. Hundreds of thousands of people this year of 2025 have been fired. Hundreds of thousands. Okay, UPS, um, Amazon, etc., etc. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands scheduled to be fired ASAP. Okay, again, so that explains stabilization to a certain extent. I mean, first of all, this is the worst economy like in history, maybe even worse than the Great Depression, according to some people. So again, 50% of the stock market is green is tech and Bitcoin, which is why. But why is it green if everything is so bad? When silver just passed 50, just right now, it was 55 this morning. It's 56. It is up 6% on the day. Why? Platinum is up 3% on the day. Why? Why? Why is silver at all-time highs higher? I think it's probably higher than when the Koch brothers were manipulating the system. This is real money. This is not manipulated. Why? Why is this the case? And this is not super red. How come we are not crashing right now? Okay, it's very simple. And this is what the guy from the movie, The Big Short, Michael Bayer is talking about. This is why he is shorting so many tech stocks. Okay, because I'm going to give you an example. And again, I'm not going to look it up, but something like this is what's going on, right? So NVIDIA should be falling down to the ground right now, right? Because if you have a computer, you don't need a computer. You don't need another computer. Nobody needs another computer today. And if no one has the money for a computer, they're just going to use the same computer from last year. It's just as good, right? Windows 11 just came out, what, like 2 years? There's no need for it. Okay. So why how is Nvidia and all these other tech stocks not down? So this is what, like, I believe, I'm not sure if it was Nvidia that did this, but one of them did it. So Nvidia, for example, buys IBM. That should also be tanking. So they bought IBM. that makes computers. NVIDIA makes chips. IBM makes computers, for example. So IBM should both be crashing, but they're not. Why? Because IBM is buying NVIDIA. NVIDIA then buys IBM, and they're buying each other's uh, stuff, right? And they're creating fake numbers. This is all fake, man. This is all fake. Put it like this: what the IBM NVIDIA scenario, where IBM buys NVIDIA, NVIDIA buys IBM, and they're creating it. That would be like look, I have a savings account and I got a checking account, right? I have $0 in my savings account and I got $1 million in my checking account, right? Okay. So now I make two eBay stores. One eBay store is connected with my checking account. The other eBay store is connected with my savings account. And on my savings account with on my checking account with $1 million, I buy the stuff on my savings account eBay account, right? I have $1 million listed of stuff on my savings account eBay account, right? Which no one's buying because everybody's broke. So on my checking account eBay account, so I have Look What Just Found 1 and Look What Just Found 2. So on Look What Just Found 2, I have nothing for sale, but I have $1 million. On Look What Just Found 1, I have $0, but $1 million in inventory. So what do? On the one with the $1 million, no inventory, I buy the $1 million of items from my other account, right? And then I say I made $1 million. That's what the stock market's doing right now. In short analysis, they have they're basically shield bidding the public. So they're saying they're buying something from one account, but they're buying it from themselves. Nothing is being created, and of course, all the coins, the bitcoins, and all those coin based accounts they're all absorbers. They all use massive amounts of energy, right? And so they will buy the chips and the computers, but they're also net negative, which is why they're going down, right? If we go to Bitcoin was like what, $125,000. So if we go to cryptos, Bitcoin's at 90,000. If we look at, do they show year to date? How much is it down year to date? Because it spends money, you understand? But they can't hide it here. They can't hide it. Bitcoin can't hide it. Let's go to that's only on the month to month, bro. Let's go to the past year to date. Okay, boom, look at this. It was 126,000. It was 126,000 and it went down to 84,000 at one point. It's up 6,000. But all it does is use. It doesn't create nothing, man. It uses. At least banks, right? They lend out money, they make interest. So they make money, but Bitcoin doesn't make money. It just uses money. It's a scam, man. It's all a scam. It's all a scam, man. Here it goes. It's all a scam. So that's why the stock market is green at the same time that precious metals are green, because they are putting money in one pocket and with the other hand taking it out and they're saying that's revenue. It's not revenue. Again, it's just like making something myself and then buying it myself and then calling myself, saying that's what it's fake, man. It's fake. The only question is, this is the big question: how long can it last? Okay, number one. And is it all going to come tumbling down at one time? Meaning, is everything going to be green the way it is now, and then it's going to go down 5%, 6, or is it going to be like you wake up one day and it's down 40, 50% crash, right? They can't do it anymore. There's too many people pull their money out of it. They realize what's going on. And the people who didn't take their money out, well, I mean, stocks go back up, right? They take years, but they will go back up in 10, 15 years. They'll probably be similar. Inflation will catch up and the stock prices will be similar. You might be talking about 5 or 10 years. If you're 60, 70 years old and this is your 401k or what have you like that, you could be wiped out. Anyway, just look into it and look into what I'm saying about the companies buying each other out and then using each other, and the whole Michael, whatever his name is, not Michael Meyer. That was the guy from Halloween, Michael Bayer, and what he's shorting right now and why. Please click like and subscribe.